Hello there, thank you so much for joining us on the news desk with me, Amos Zulu. Here are the top stories. Kalene Hills Fruit Factory set for first production. Drug storage monitoring systems installed in health facilities. Chess President hails parents for supporting children's passion. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, Kalene Hills Fruit Company in Lusaka District in Northwestern Province is this week expected to start production of mineral water and pineapple juice. This follows the complete optimization of the factory equipment and securing of all requisite inputs. Industrial Development Corporation Head of Investment, Brian Nalishua, announced the development during an engagement with pineapple farmers in Lusaka and Kalene districts. Amos Kawisha found in this report.
The long wait is over. Kalene Hills Fruit Factory in Lusaka District is this week set to commence production. The factory has a production capacity of 3 metric tons hourly, translating to an estimated 24,000 metric tons annually. Industrial Development Corporation IDC Head of Investment Brian Nalishua has announced the development.
The last time we were here with His Excellency, when the plant was commissioned in 2022, there's been a bit of delays for us to get into operation. Those delays were optimally informed by the fact that IDC had to optimize the plant, which ultimately meant that we need to get the farmers together. We also needed to get all the inputs that are needed in order to run production. Now that we are getting to a stage where the plant is ready for operationalization, we are looking forward to setting up very strong partnerships with the farmers and the local people of Lusaka and Kalene.
We're finally at the point where the plant is operational, and we've commenced with the purchase of the fruits.
The IDC engages pineapple farmers in Kalene and Lusaka District to prepare for this takeoff.
We have been struggling for many years with our produce. Most of the time it goes to waste because we didn't have a proper market which can help us to get our fruits. But for the coming of this factory, we appreciate. We are very much pleased.
Most of the tons of pineapples are going to waste. But as now, there's a hope that our product, because we have seen it, it's a very big machine that the IDC through the government has helped us. That will reduce the loss of the pineapple.
Supporting sectors such as banks are ready to offer various financial services to the farmers.
So we come in terms of us opening accounts for farmers that are going to be supplying fruit into the company.
Kalene Hills Fruit Factory was commissioned by President Hakainde Hichilema on July 27, 2022. Amos Kawisha reporting for Zanis in Lusaka District and Northwestern Province.
Chief Lundu of the Senga people in Chama District has authorized over 100,000 hectares of land to be used for carbon credit in his chiefdom. Speaking when the Biocarbon Partners BCP sourcing manager Eso Shawa paid a courtesy call on him at his palace, Chief Lundu says logging and cutting down of trees indiscriminately was a bad practice that is depleting trees in the forests.
Indigenous trees in Zambia have been under threat in recent years, called green gold under big cat. However, Chief Lundu has joined the conservation team under the Biocarbon Partners BCP in transforming the mindset of his subjects to own community forests and later to start trading in carbon.
As long as you keep the trees, you'll be receiving that money. If you are not destructive, then that money will be flocking into the chiefdom. Unlike these other deals of, let's say, timber logging, you log today, tomorrow those species are no more. But with the conserving the entire forest, making sure that the trees are not tempered, because already we are hearing our friends who have done such, like my good friend of mine, Senior
Chief Lundu outright denounced the indiscriminate cutting down of trees that have wreaked havoc in chiefdoms, but instead protect the forest with advent of climate change. Speaking when the BCP staffer Esau Shawa paid a courtesy call on him at his palace today, BCP is working on formalizing community forest management groups, CFMGs, in chiefdoms such as Malaria, Mukungule, Lundu, among others, to start trading in carbon.
We have moved forward now.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, the area is intact and there is nothing inside.
Commissioner Yobe Goma is excited about BCP presence in the district. Chief Ilundu is one of the hundreds in thousands whose life has been transformed by Luangwa Conservation Project. Fred Piri, Zanis News.
Copperbelt Province Public Health Specialist Christopher Dube has called on members of the public to integrate into society people who have had mental health issues. Dr. Dube says there is a lot of stigma for people who heal from mental disturbances, making it difficult for them to live normal lives. Let's take a look at this report.
In an effort to take mental health services closer to the people, government through the Ministry of Health has continued to train district health directors and other health personnel on mental health service standard treatment guidelines. This time, they are training health personnel from Northwestern, Luapula and Copperbelt provinces.
So you, the people sitting here, are key people in decentralizing health services, and on this occasion, decentralizing mental health services. It should be a thing of the past where everybody is referred to China. China should be maybe, I'll call it the last resort. But for all these cases that we see, let us identify them from the grassroots and treat accordingly.
Copperbelt Province Public Health Specialist Dr. Christopher Dube has advised that mental health services should be a program embraced from homes up to specialists.
Mental health is equal to Chinama, and Chinama is equal to mental health. But I think that is not what mental health is. I think mental health goes beyond just someone who is mentally very ill. Mental health is a program that should be running direct from our homes, from the communities where we are, to the clinics, up to the first level hospitals, and we scale up the service up to the level of the specialized facility like Chinama.
On the other hand, Chinama Hills College Hospital Public Relations for Mental Health is optimistic that once construction of the Ndola Mental Health Hospital is completed, it will accommodate patients with critical mental health conditions from the northern region of the country.
The constructed Ndola mental health facility, it will be very beneficial to us because for the critical clients, instead of traveling to Chinama, they will be hospitalized at Ndola. We will put all the experts at Ndola Mental Health Hospital.
Mary Chola for Zanis in Ndola.
We take our first break. More news still to come.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
Hello, it's time for you to know your rights. For ignorance of the law is no defense.
People should report any case of gender-based violence to the police. They should not be tempted to compromise the cases, because compromising a case of gender-based violence is actually an offense.
Zambia, like any other country, has got laws that govern the welfare of its citizens.
We provide some check, some oversight on the police service.
When an officer misconducts himself, he's alone. One person being beaten is enough for the commission to move. The Constitution tells us that the people of Zambia must enjoy their liberties.
Every week on Thursday at 19:30 hours, the Zambia News and Information Services, Zanis, brings to your screens a program dubbed Police and the Community.
If we, the police, and you, member of the public, we work together, because the common enemy we have before us is the criminal.
Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Life is a journey
full of varied experiences. Can we reach our desired destiny? Can we achieve our desired goals? If yes, then how? Join Juliet Mutale on Thursday at 18:30 hours on How I Made It, a program that highlights various success stories from different personalities with different life experiences and backgrounds. Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
The Copperbelt Provincial Health Office has improved its monitoring systems for drugs from storage hubs to government health facilities through technological monitoring systems. Copperbelt Provincial Health Specialist Christopher Dube says the purpose of the monitoring system is to curtail the stealing of medicine. Here is Pethias Mutale with this report.
Government gives the health sector a sizable amount of money out of every national budget to buy medicine in health facilities, despite constrained resources. However, the government has remained troubled by the behavior of wrongdoing by some public health workers who steal the same medicine. This is the reason the Copperbelt Provincial Health Administration has employed technological measures to fight the vice. Dr. Wendonduna is the senior hospital superintendent at Arthur Davidson Children's Hospital.
Like I mentioned already and alluded to earlier, this is one of the measures that we've put in place at Arthur Davidson Children's Hospital in terms of the surveillance cameras, so that we can, monitor the activities in the various departments. I think over here you can actually look. That's looking into our dispensary, our pharmacy dispensary. This is also looking into the pharmacy here, which is going into the bulk store, and equally here, this is where they do the compounding of the medication, and of course other areas, service areas, which help us to track and ensure that there's less pilferage of drugs.
At Ndola Teaching Hospital, the measures are the same.
When we look at as an institution, it means we now have availability of IV fluids that were previously not available, but now these are available, and IV fluids have been coming from Zambia, and quite a number of drugs, which enabled the institution to move our drug availability to as high as 80%.
To those with the audacity to steal government drugs, their days are numbered. Pethias Mutale for Zanis News in Ndola.
Pethias Mutale with that report. In other news, as the country conducts round 3 of the polio vaccinations, Chadiza District in Eastern Province has received 40,500 doses of the novel oral polio vaccine targeting to immunize children below the age of 8. District Medical Officer Webi Chisala revealed that in order to achieve universal health coverage in rural communities, the door-to-door campaign will be conducted for 4 days.
Following a polio outbreak in Malawi earlier last year, frontline health workers in Zambia have continued to prevent the spread of the disease. Zambia seeks to strengthen routine immunization and surveillance while supporting primary health care system improvement. Here, a door-to-door polio vaccination campaign has started.
So we had received about 40,500 doses of vaccines. So the idea is to cover a good number of children. And in this campaign, one that is very important campaign, we're not just talking about this edition 90%, it's about reaching how many children. So the idea is actually to exhaust as many vaccines as possible in the next 4 days, so to have a better coverage of the vaccination campaign. With this vaccine, we're hoping that we are actually able to address the issue of polio. And part of the thing that we are doing in this campaign is the community on how to apply infection prevention control measures.
The district administration wants universal health coverage.
The beauty about this particular campaign is that we are not requesting people or parents to take their children to health facilities, in which case some of the health facilities are at distant places. But we are talking about health personnel going from door to door. So there is no issue of long distances. It's just a matter of the parents availing all the children.
The community explains the importance of polio vaccination. Juba Zulu, Zanis, Chadiza District, Eastern Province.
Good boy.
Various groups that received empowerment grants from the Constituency Development Fund CDF in Mansa District have demonstrated the capacity to invest in viable businesses that have created jobs and other economic benefits. This was revealed during a visit to some CDF grant beneficiaries by a combined team of officials from Mansa Municipal Council and the district administration. Here are the details.
Agape Women's Group is one of the beneficiaries of the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. They chose to invest their 40,000 kwacha CDF grant in this fish farming project, and the results are here to show. Authorities in Mansa District have continued to heighten the monitoring of CDF empowerment programs and projects.
5,000 mutwashere twapera kunaba imbile fishibol pia ma 2,000 twashita feed then twaisa bonfia 31,000 twalisa akana twaba 13 bonse pamu twakana 2,300 Only 2,300 yaba kwati ni village banking.
A team comprising the Mansa Municipal Council and District Administration has been visiting CDF empowerment beneficiary groups in both Mansa Central and Bahati constituencies. Mansa Mayor Jiko Msuku and District Commissioner Awin Chiveta are leading the monitoring team. Cry of the Disabled is a group of mothers and guardians whose children are suffering from cerebral palsy. They, like other groups, have been empowered with a grant.
Diaper. So tilashu paga taukweta pa kumo kuboko kushitira mwana diaper. Bambi bazina mask 16 bali kopona marriage. Bati ba diaper fefilafini. Wala imbi challenge yetu akwata sana kuri abana mawe uchiya. Tatu akwata. Nambora tuapa kere shimpia tu aichite apply kweba titu tuatampa ko umurimo wa tailoring.
They went into tailoring and designing to raise money to take care of their children.
Na tutotela sana kale chali bafyatima club. Nomba ifwebamo tatukwete ishitana ngo opportunity ya kushiyo mwana na yangira club kwati kuti chashupa.
The mayor and DC are elated by this initiative and pledged more support on behalf of government.
Hapo na tumona ifenga government. Ngakuli nshira imbi. Ila kweba tutwinga miafwa. Mutino kwisa kuma office. Kuti twani afa pantu abana benu. Bana besu. Bana ba government.
Ishimbira batupere indira mashabantu indira masheno. Ifenchito yesu gentungurusha. Ushiningisho kutila fyonse nangure fya kufiri na mafomu fya kuchita mokwaye fyanguka kwaini.
The monitoring continues. For Zanis TV, Godfrey Chikundi reporting in Mansa.
We now take you to Sorosi District, where farmers in the area have applauded government for setting aside $12 million United States dollars that will be given in form of low-interest loans to cooperatives and individual farmers to improve agricultural productivity across the country. The fund, which is made available by the United Arab Emirates, is meant to help rural farmers adapt to the changing climate and reduce greenhouse emissions.
Government through Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises Development will, before the onset of the rains this year, open credit windows for loans to small-scale farmers across the country. This has excited farmers in Sorosi District of Northwestern Province.
This is what we have been waiting for. We are happy that finally it has come. Because for each farmer, money to buy inputs is key for production, increasing the production. So this is good news indeed.
The District Farmers Association chairperson says previously it was impossible for small-scale farmers to access loans from government.
You know, for farmers, when they wanted a loan, we were being told we are a risky group. But we are not risky because we have been producing. And really, we pray that this money is channeled as quickly as possible. Not only to cooperatives, but even the association, like it has been said, even individuals.
Meanwhile, Mansa Farms owner in Sorosi District, Amos Mivenge, had this to say.
Northwestern specifically, and Sorosi in particular, should be one of the major beneficiaries because we already have a market, both in the province and across the border in the DRC and in Angola. So we are thankful for government support, and I hope this will cascade down to the least of the least farmers in the province.
Reporting for Zanis in Sorosi District, Northwestern Province, I'm Hemit Hachilonde.
We take another break. We have more news on the other side. Stay tuned.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
Hello, it's time for you to know your rights. For ignorance of the law is no defense.
People should report any case of gender-based violence to the police. They should not be tempted to compromise the cases, because compromising a case of gender-based violence is actually an offense.
Zambia, like any other country, has got laws that govern the welfare of its citizens.
We provide some check, some oversight on the police service.
When an officer misconducts himself, he's alone. One person being beaten is enough for the commission to move. The Constitution tells us that the people of Zambia must enjoy their liberties.
Every week on Thursday at 19:30 hours, the Zambia News and Information Services, Zanis, brings to your screens a program dubbed Police and the Community.
If we, the police, and you and the public will work together, because the common enemy we have before us is the criminal.
Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel. Life is a journey full of varied experiences. Can we reach our desired destiny? Can we achieve our desired goals? If yes, then how? Join Juliet Mutale on Thursday at 18:30 hours on How I Made It, a program that highlights various success stories from different personalities with different life experiences and backgrounds. Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Keepers Zambia Foundation, a non-governmental organization, has sponsored 12 community members in Lusaka District in tailoring and carpentry life skills at an estimated cost of $20,000 at Titandizeni Trust Trade School. Lusaka District Commissioner Rosa Zulu, who was represented by Lusaka District Administrative Officer O'Neill Chia, graced their graduation ceremony. Here's Michelo Mwemba with the details.
Keepers Zambia Foundation is a local national non-governmental organization founded in 1996, whose mandate is to improve the livelihood of marginalized communities in peri-urban and rural areas. With government's similar mandate of reaching out to the marginalized in society, the organization recently collaborated with Tools for Self-Reliance Organization and Zitandizeni Trust Trade School in Lusaka District to sponsor 12 community members in tailoring and carpentry life skills at an estimate cost of $20,000 United States dollars.
The foundation also provided the tools for our graduates to kickstart their businesses in terms of sewing machines as well as carpentry tools. So we just pray and wish that our members are going to utilize this equipment well in order to improve their livelihood.
Lusaka District Administrative Officer O'Neill Chia represented Lusaka District's Commissioner Rosa Zulu at the auspicious graduation ceremony of the students at Lusaka's Roma Park Retreat.
I'm also reliably informed that the graduates are also encouraged to form cooperatives. I want to assure you that the new Dawn government welcomes all good ideas aimed at improving the well-being of all Zambians. Through the increased CDF, the government is offering bursaries for skills training among the youth. With these skills you have acquired, you will be able to access these empowerments as long as you follow the guidelines that are provided.
Both Zitandizeni Trust Trade School Manager and Chief Community Development Officer under Lusaka City Council explained that the school is a government institution under the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development.
We have skills training centers that are dotted around the district. We have about 7. It has really brought impact in the surrounding communities where they are, because most of the population is kept away from bad devices and they're into school, and after you graduate, at least they're able to do something for themselves. Most of our students that have passed through our school, they've got great testimonies. We've got people that have succeeded in tailoring. We've got people that have succeeded in auto mechanics. I would just urge the community to just come and visit our school and learn more about our school.
Nigel Member reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
Mpulungu District Commissioner Gerhard Sikazwe has assured residents that government will provide safe drinking water in an effort to fight diarrheal diseases. Mr. Sikazwe, who led a team of community sensitization, said government, working with the Lake Tanganyika Development Project, has embarked on the provision of clean and safe drinking water in selected communities. Here's Christine Muselu with the report.
The provision of safe drinking water is cardinal in not only promoting good health, but also preventing diarrheal diseases. This is why government, through the Lake Tanganyika Development Project, is providing clean water for communities in the district.
The water is being distributed to the community. This is a community before this facility was put in place. They used to draw water from unconventional sources, where sometimes they were sharing with their livestock. We have reached a stage where we need to let go, because there are other responsibilities that we have. So now we are here in the community back again to try and sensitize the community that this is their infrastructure. They need to manage it, they need to operate it sustainably, and they need to see how best they can put up resources in advance before any damage to the networks may occur. So that if anything happens, they should be able to maintain the water system itself.
And government has urged the communities to take care of the water facilities.
Nenga yafika pansi tantu inenga yambu kuilole kuti yale kukutontonganya kuti Lake Tanganyika yamamba lenu kuti swina kasakalawe mumazanu kuti twavichita maintain na ino tukuya pakutapa manzi nangu mwana wataonone tulazanu kuti I think mwana taonona pani chako sweswe ali kuno twasimwilira.
Meanwhile, communities are grateful to the project for implementing this project.
Ndetotela kuli ababa leta menshi mukatika mushi kwali ubwafya nomba pali ino nshita natukwata okusekelamo icho tulelombo kwe bati batufushishe amenshi yafule muno mumu atokulafu myafya akalusangu fya kanono akakuti abantu liyafile efipenga fyaonaika twakwatako okulipira nokuti fine tufwebene fyatwafuilisha monse ili yonse.
Christine Mselu reporting for Zanis in Mpulungu.
Government pays 11 million kwacha to Chongwe farmers. These and many other stories. Stay tuned.
Hello, it's time for you to know your rights. For ignorance of the law is no defense.
People should report any case of gender-based violence to the police. They should not be tempted to compromise the cases, because compromising a case of gender-based violence is actually an offense.
Zambia, like any other country, has got laws that govern the welfare of its citizens.
We provide some check, some oversight on the police service.
When an officer misconducts himself, he's alone. One person being beaten is enough for the commission to move. The Constitution tells us that the people of Zambia must enjoy their liberties.
Every week on Thursday at 19:30 hours, the Zambia News and Information Services, Zanis, brings to your screens a program dubbed Police and the Community.
If we, the police, and you, member of the public, will work together, because the common enemy we have before us is the criminal.
Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel. Life is a journey full of varied experiences. Can we reach our desired destiny? Can we achieve our desired goals? If yes, then how? Join Juliet Mutale on Thursday at 18:30 hours on How I Made It, a program that highlights various success stories from different personalities with different life experiences and backgrounds. Catch Zanis TV on Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH. Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
United States of America Global Malaria Advisor David Wharton is impressed with effective interventions put up by the Ministry of Health to fight malaria. Dr. Wharton is in Eastern Province to appreciate efforts being made by the Ministry of Health to reduce the prevalence of malaria.
The United States of America for some years now has been working with the Zambian government in an effort to eradicate malaria under the President's Malaria Initiative. U.S. Global Malaria Advisor David Wharton is in Chipata District of Eastern Province to appreciate the efforts by the Ministry of Health in the fight against the deadly disease. Here, Dr. Wharton toured Chipata Central Hospital to appreciate interventions against malaria.
We continue to look for opportunities to partner with Chipata Central Hospital and really understand what if any gaps exist in terms of the care that's being provided, and how can PMI, U.S. President's Malaria Initiative, really try to fill those gaps and support some of the work that's happening here to save more lives for people who are suffering from malaria. My impression is that the hospital and the administration and the clinical staff are doing incredible work. I think, like any place, including where I come from in the United States, there's always opportunities for improvement. There's always opportunities to do better. And so, part of my takeaways here is, how can we think about some of the opportunities that we have?
Earlier, Dr. Wharton, accompanied by the USAID PMI team, paid a courtesy call on Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Port Ole.
Continue making sure that we're hoping that they can continue to fund these efforts. But when we're able to highlight to them the success of Zambia, they can understand how important this program is for everyone, not only the United States, but particularly our brothers and sisters here in Zambia and in the Eastern Province.
Malaria is indeed our #1 problem. In fact, it's bigger than the HIV challenge we've had. It's bigger than the tuberculosis challenge. It's bigger than any other disease. It's the #1 killer. And the statistics speak. It's not a conjecture, but it's a statement of facts.
Sylvester Shimba for Zanis in Chipata District.
Traders in Mongo District of Western Province who had their boats destroyed by the council have called on the local authority to find designated trading space for them. And acting Mongo Mayor Suzy Onguni advised traders not to panic, as the local authority is working around the clock in finding trading areas that will have sanitation facilities.
Traders in Mongo District of Western Province have called on the government to find them trading designated areas where to do business from. This happened when the local government authority removed them from the street where they have been doing their businesses.
These documents I haven't forged. Finding myself here, I didn't bring myself here. Okay, it was the council. They even came to see the place. No wonder I was authorized. This is the date stamp here. This thing will expire in December. How come? Why are they doing this to us? We don't have industries here.
Speaking shortly after the destruction of some mobile money posts in Mongo, acting Mongo Town Mayor Suzy Onguni says the authority will find them appropriate places where they will be doing their business from.
In the first place, I want to sympathize with those people that their both have been destroyed. But we did sensitization, we wrote to them, we engaged them. on various platforms. In the first place, you can know and hear, and even as everyone knows, that there was a ministerial direction to say the provincial capital, they have to stop in terms of vending. So we did research in terms of where we can put them. So I just want to encourage all those that their booth have been destroyed, that we have places where we want to at least mount these booths, because the way they were mounted was not in appropriate way. Yes, they may say they had permits, they had everything. That is one thing that I'm trying to encourage each and everyone to say. Let them visit our offices starting from tomorrow, even today if they can, so that we at least put them where it is going to be right for them.
Rogers Faber reporting for Zanis in Mansa District of Western Province.
Choma Mayor Javen Simoloka has commended Unified Zambia for fulfilling its corporate social responsibility by organizing a family spring festival in Choma District, and Unified Chief Operations Officer Lillian Bwalia placed the institution's continued support to the communities.
This is a family spring festival organized by Unified Zambia to appreciate its customers for supporting the growth of the microfinance business. The event was characterized by prize winning ranging from 43-inch smart TVs, dispensers, microwaves, and many other things for children worth 75,000 kwacha. Choma Mayor Javen Simologa graced the event.
I want to thank you as an organization, as a business entity, for deciding to reward your customers. It's a good corporate social responsibility. It's a good move you've taken. I'm also sure you're not only out there to brand yourself, you're not only out there to look for clients, but you're also out there to put a smile on the clients that have come to do business with you.
Unified Zambia Chief Operations Officer Lillian Bwalia is happy for successfully organizing the event.
We intend to do this every year. We pick each town where we operate. We decided to do this so that we can interact with our clients together with their families. We understand that our clients have got families, so it was nice us just having that good interaction with our clients and also play with the children. It was so fun to play with the kids to our clients. So this is also one way that we give back to the community. As you have seen, we've given out so many prizes, TVs, microwave to our clients as a way of saying thank you for doing business with Unified.
For winners, winning and going home with something was never expected.
Surprise, it's by God's grace, and I've been blessed with a TV, a 43-inch. So Unified, thank you so much. Going away with a 43-inch, I don't know how much it is.
I'm just feeling happy to be among the winners. I thank God, otherwise I was not expecting to win.
Costa Kimdenda, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
The Office of the Auditor General, OAG, has launched the 2022 to 2026 strategic plan aimed at promoting good governance through accountability and transparency in the country. Speaking during the launch in Lusaka, Acting Auditor General Ronnie Mwamba says the strategic plan is in line with the 8th National Development Plan, whose objective is to attain the Vision 2030 through strategic interventions anchored on a good governance environment. Dr. Mwamba says that the OAG is contributing to the 8th National Development Plan through its vision of creating an independent and credible audit institution which promotes transparency and accountability in the management of public resources for the well-being of the citizenry. And Secretary to Cabinet Patrick Kangwa says the launch of the 2022 to 2026 strategic plan for the Office of the Auditor General is an important step in the right direction of promoting a more open, accountable, and effective government. In a speech read on his behalf by Permanent Secretary for Special Duties, Patrick Mucheleka, he observed that the strategic plan is a testament to the commitment and visionary of the Auditor General's Office in its quest to promote transparency and accountability in the management of public resources on behalf of the people of Zambia. And speaking at the same event, Swedish Ambassador to Zambia, Johan Hellenberg, assured to continue supporting government in promoting transparency and accountability, which are essential pillars for sustainable development and inclusive growth.
The role of the Office of the Auditor General is vital because it serves as a beacon of integrity and a guardian of public trust. Today, we celebrate the results of their strategic planning efforts, as well as the shared dedication to upholding the highest accountability standards in our country. The unveiling of this strategic plan, therefore, is a testament to the commitment, diligence, and visionary thinking of the Auditor General's Office in its quest to promoting transparency and accountability in the management of public resources on behalf of the people of Zambia.
In our strategic plan for the 2022-2026 period, we have got 6 strategic goals, which are focused on the improvement of audit services. Secondly, the improvement of stakeholder engagements. Thirdly, we intend to enhance our resource mobilization capabilities. And fourthly, we intend to focus on improving operational systems and procedures. Then we also intend to enhance our human capital. And then lastly, we intend to improve our infrastructure, tools, and equipment.
The Embassy of Sweden is proud to have been part of this journey through our support. We recognize the vital role that the OAG plays in safeguarding public funds, combating corruption, and promoting transparency in the management of public finances. Our collaboration in developing this strategic plan reflects our shared commitment to these fundamental principles. Today, Sweden reaffirms our commitment to supporting the implementation of the OAG strategic plan through the Restructuring and Institutional Development Program.
And now in sports, parents whose children are participating at the ongoing Africa Youth Chess Championship, AYCC, have shared their thoughts on how chess, being a mind game, has helped improve their children's academic performance and behavior pattern. Audrey Kalenga reports from Cairo, Egypt, that chess president for Southern African region, Susan Namangale, expressed satisfaction with the level of support from parents who have traveled from different countries.
Their main mentors, parents, have traveled from as far as Kenya, Zambia, Namibia, Zimbabwe, among other African countries, to offer financial, physical, and emotional support to their children taking part in the Africa Youth Chess Championship in Egypt. Their influence can affect a child's health, skill development, and ability to accept a win or lose. These parents are there to help their children cope up with this pressure.
A child shows interest. This generation can do that. Can go all the way up. They can go and become grandmasters and achieve everything they can, and they want to. So we are raising a generation that is not all about books. We have footballers, we have basketballers who go out there and become great, and why not?
Yes, once he started playing chess, he liked to concentrate on because he's too much naughty boy, and from chess he start little concentrate even homework and everything.
Parents, this is an important tournament for their children, as the game of chess is linked with improving children's concentration, problem-solving ability, and creative thinking. Susan Namangala is Southern Region Chess President and is thrilled with the level of support from parents at the tournament.
I have seen the great number of parents that are here, and this is so encouraging because, we cannot be successful with children's participation in sport without parents. right? So for children, it's tricky. We need the parents to show support, to participate, to encourage the kids. And so, we applaud all the parents that have made time. Most of them have even sponsored their children using their own resources, to send the children to come here. And this is commendable, and this is what is expected of all parents, not only in chess, actually in sport, because you can't expect children to do well, to progress without the parents' support.
Africa Youth Chess Championship gives a platform for youths from 6 to 18 years to showcase their skill sets in chess. Audrey Kalenga, Zanis Sports, Cairo, Egypt.
Here is a reminder of the top stories. Kalene Hills Fruit Factory set for first production. Drug storage monitoring systems installed in health facilities. Chess President hails parents for supporting children's passion. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of the entire production team, my name is Amos Zulu. Enjoy the rest of the programming. Bye-bye.